Hello there, and welcome to the Liminia Channel. We review various mechanics, attacks, strategies, and more to learn what something does, how to use it, and how to fight against it. Having Pokémon of various types adds diversity in move type coverage as well as a range of resistances. Today, we will be taking a look at how to build Team Cores. Team Cores are defined as synergy between two or more Pokémon types that cover a variety of types, or provides resistances to those types. Notably, Cores consist of Pokémon that resist or are immune to the other core members' weaknesses. Examples of popular cores are Fire, Water, Grass cores and Steel, Fairy, Dragon cores. Let's see if we can make use of a core.
Activate our weakness policy. Psycho Mode! Quite electrifying.
Bitch, I can't swim! Air slash!
Quite electrifying.
Bitch, I can't swim!
Cores are rather straightforward in their use. Depending on how you want to use them, they can provide a range of offensive move types or provide a variety of resistances defensively. If you're considering a blend of the two, this is where you have to consider which Pokémon are a best fit. In our first battle, I followed what defines a core, and I made a ground electric flying core with Groudon, Tapu Koko, and Tornadus. Each Pokémon in the core accounts for the other's weaknesses, save for the ice type, which I addressed by including a fire type Pokémon, whose weaknesses in turn were accounted for by the core. Our next battle today will be with a Fire, Water, Grass core. This core is one of the most popular cores and it's not hard to see why. A Fire, Water, Grass core has made high placements year after year in the VGC format, and time will tell if that will change. Fire, Water, Grass cores are capable of being offensive, defensive, or a balance between the two. The core hits 8 types super effectively and resists 9 types. Fire, Water, Grass cores are not very effective against Dragon types, so including a Steel type which resists Dragon or a Fairy type which is immune to Dragon ensures that the core is better equipped to handle them. Let's begin our next battle and see if Fire, Water, Grass core in action.
So I bet you here! The flavor. Yum 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 yum, delicioso! Yeah! Welcome to the Velvet Room. Oh, hot! Ooh, I like it. Big fat! Oh, harder, Daddy! And I... Ooh. Taste the rainbow, motherfucker! Ooh. Ooh.
Let's discuss the advantages and disadvantages of cores. Cores carry a range of resistances to your team against many common attacking types. A core is usually able to hit over 5 types super effectively, with that number increasing further if the core members are dual-type Pokémon. The creation of a team becomes easier with a core, which can be the backbone for your team, narrowing down what other roles or Pokémon you may want for your team, such as including a Grass-type for its immunity to Powder and Spore moves, or a Dark-type for its immunity to Prankster. It is worth noting that it is not uncommon to make a team with 2 cores, increasing your team's resistances and move coverage. Dual-type Pokémon are great to use in cores as they possess more moves for offense and resistances for defense.
Unfortunately,
Cores have their fair share of trouble. A trainer must account for these or they may risk their core being broken. Some cores do not account for other weaknesses found in the types involved. For example, Fire, Water, Grass cores do not account for poison and their stab moves don't hit them super effectively. Coverage is dependent on the individual Pokémon in these cores. While cores with stab moves are effective, a coverage move against types the core does not hit super effectively will make for less challenging battles. Pokémon with shallow move pools will need to rely on other Pokémon in your team to account for what you may encounter. Some cores are not effective against certain types. Dragon types in particular resist Fire, Water, Grass stab moves, and Fairy types are capable of countering Fighting, Dark, Psychic cores, hitting Fighting and Dark types super effectively. Most Fairy types have high special defense, which can give Psychic types a hard time, as most are special attackers. Our last 2 battles today will be with a Fighting Dark Psychic and Steel Fairy Dragon core. Fighting Dark Psychic cores are more geared towards offense rather than defense, able to hit 9 types super effectively and resist 7 types. Steel Fairy Dragon cores are about as popular as Fire, Water, Grass cores, if not more so, as the only types that are not resisted by the core is the Ground type and the Ghost type. Steel Fairy Dragon cores have made great placements in the VGC community, rivaling Fire, Water, Grass cores. Let's see these cores in action.
So big.
By your powers combined,
inactivate our weakness policy.
Flavor.
I am Captain Planet.
Midnight, evil mother.
Oh, hot!
Die, monster! You don't belong in this world!
My wig.
Ooh, I like it!
No man.
Extra thick!
So big.
And activate our weakness policy.
Quite electrifying.
Encountering cores are tricky as the core members can be very diverse and perform various roles, meaning no two cores you encounter are alike unless the members of the core are the same Pokémon, and even that is nuanced. It will require a trainer's knowledge of type effectiveness, prediction, and more to break a core. Using super effective moves outside of a core's resistances are effective in combating them, such as using poison type moves against a fire water grass core's grass type. Moves that hit for neutral damage, meaning moves that aren't resisted by many types, such as ground, might be preferred so that you have a reliable source of damage. Another option is using Pokemon who are immune, resistant, or otherwise benefit from being hit from a core type stab move by virtue of their own type, an item, or an ability. For example, Pokemon with Storm Drain are immune to water type moves and will neutralize a core's water type stat moves, and Pokemon with Justify discourage dark type moves as they increase their attack stat by 1 stage each time they're hit by a dark type move. Lastly, resources such as Pikalytics are great at informing you of what Pokemon you encounter, and by extension what cores they commonly form. It is an effective tool to use to predict what stats you are likely to encounter while you're preparing for upcoming events.
Why didn't you mention Landorus T? Why didn't you mention Ferrothorn, Tapu Fini, and Incineroar cores? Why didn't you mention how Daddy Incineroar and Togekiss changed how turn 1 goes? Don't ignore my Daddy Incineroar.
You may have noticed in this video that I did not explicitly mention any particular Pokemon sets or cores. The reason why is simple. In a game of over 800 Pokemon and dozens of ways to approach a battle, the game is incredibly diverse. I would hate to focus on one Pokemon or set just because it is popular, especially since power creep is a thing and a Pokemon's role is liable to change. It is better to give you, the viewer, the tools and information needed to form your own teams and strategies. It is my hope that you learn something from this channel. Who knows, you may have your own Pachirisu waiting for you to notice it. And that's it, thank you for watching. If you like what you saw today, I would greatly appreciate it if you leave a like and subscribe. I would love to hear your thoughts and feedback in the comments section. If there is something that you would like for me to cover, let me know in the comments section.